And here we go again, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Automotive Drama. Like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better. Any questions, comments, feel free. And ring the bell if you want to follow more episodes. Today I got a Lexus SC 430. Nice little car. Beautiful color. Lexus did a really good job on this thing. And it's a drop top, which even makes it more nice. I had a previous video. I got a few videos on this one. The rack and pinion. I've been doing some suspension work. Yes, what you're looking at in my hand is the lower ball joint. Pretty fancy, huh? And this one's pretty trashed. Well, now it's, yeah, you can see how wiggly it is. It got a little tighter when I used the fork to knock it loose. Now look at the way this thing is built. It ties it to the outer tie rod end. That's this edge right here. And then there's two, a bolt here and a bolt here, which go underneath there. There's one there. There it goes. There's one there, and there's one on the other side, and of course there's the pivot point. Loosen up the pivot point, and use your fork, knock it loose. That's the easiest way to do it. And if you don't have a fork, go buy one, because you'll be beating on this thing all day and you'll never get it out. Now, when you do get it all off, take a pry bar and you can lift up the whole spindle and everything in the upper control arm, which you can see is brand new. I just replaced it. And you can wedge the pry bar in the spring and it'll hold it up for you. And you can hold it up and then you can knock it out. Now, when you go to put this thing back together, there is a little bit of a trick to it. You want to put it in first, lift it up, and set the pivot point in where it goes in that hole right there. And then there's that bolt there and that bolt there. Now you see there's guides, there's dowel guides. So it's a little tricky getting it in there, but take some line-up pins. And, you know, when you get it in there and get it really close, and get the dowel pins in there where they're both lined up, and just give it a little, make sure it's lined up before you go whacking on it. I'm not saying beat it to death with a hammer. I'm saying make sure you get, if you can actually get the bolts in there and get them almost started, just give it a little tiny tap with a hammer, dink, 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 and then they'll wedge up and you can get you'll be able to tap it flush and then start the bolts up. They're 17mm standard Toyota. The replacements for 19 on the bolts, or the nuts, sorry. Anyways, it was a little tricky, but not too bad. But, like always, thanks again for tuning in, and stay tuned for more, my friends. Have a good night.